back to the topic at hand that I was talking about the dangers of sugaring. You have to negotiate, like, very well. Like, you have to negotiate from pretty much the moment you meet this person, because they are not going to be truthful, because they're already a liar. Because guys that do things like sugaring, they're not like decent guys. They're like guys that like think of women as a commodity, like a product, a thing. And so you have to think of them as a thing that's going to get you something that you need to get you someplace else. So number one, do not fall in love with them, because they are not lovable. They are not a person that you can love, because they're already tied up, they're already married, they already have somebody. And if they have you, trust me, they have other girls. They have other women that they are paying for. So you are just another car in their garage, and that's it. And you have to realize that. So get whatever you want, get what you can, and make sure that it's completely paid in full. No leases, no rentals. When you have a sugar daddy, you have to make sure that he pays for all of that shit, all the way down, so that you are not on the hook for something. Because, you know, my sister pretty much, she played herself, because she let him come over her apartment, so he knew that she was not up there. Like, you know, she should have just made him think that she had a lot more than she had. She should have never had him to her house. She cooked for him. Mistake. She told him family secrets. Talked shit about her family. Didn't really act like she respected her family. Didn't act like her family was important to her or valuable to her. And didn't actually make sure he got a divorce before she moved out of her apartment. Didn't make sure that he bought her a house before she moved out of her, you know, average life apartment. Didn't make sure he bought her a car cash before she moved out of her average apartment. You know, you can't negotiate when you allow somebody to move you out of somewhere and you're all on his program. And if the man is married, he's on your program. You're not on his schedule. He's on your schedule. You're the one that's free. You're the one that's available. You're the one that's out there that can talk to anybody you want and date anybody you want and do whatever you want. He's the one that's married. He's the one that can't, you know, he's the one that has to hide and sneak around. But you're the one who's single. So you're the one who has all the power. I mean, my sister didn't even do that. She didn't even negotiate. She talked shit about us, her family, and she made up lies about me. She scapegoated me, basically, as to, you know, all kinds of stuff. Like, she said I stole her identity, which is why she didn't have like an 800 credit score, which is like a lie. Why would I steal her identity? I have my own identity. I don't need her identity. She really isn't anybody. And I don't do things that are felonies. That's stupid. But she really like threw me and my mother under the bus, like hard, you know, like they're not shit. They're just pieces of shit. She said all kinds of stuff about us to him. And he hates family. I mean, she dogged us so hard. She dissed us so hard that, like, I hadn't heard from her in a few days, and I didn't want to send, you know, you don't want to send a wellness check to somebody. You just, you know, I had a key to her apartment, because basically we all had keys to each other's apartments, and I was just like, let me go check on her. Put the key in the door. Whole apartment cleared out. Like, cleared out. Gone. Everything's gone. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? I mean, I just burst into tears, and my mom was with me. We just both started crying. And then we went, and we had been calling her. And I swear it was almost like this motherfucker knew that we were going to go to her apartment And I swear, as soon as we found out that she wasn't living there anymore, he turned her phone off. We were scared shitless. I was like, this motherfucker killed my sister. So I called the police. She's too old to be, she wasn't missing long enough to be missing. Oh, she's probably with her boyfriend, whatever. So then I had to hire a private investigator to find her. And, you know, she had made up all these lies, like, about me and my mom, to get this man to take her on and take care of her and shit. And I was like, this is really something else. You know, she made the fight that was on the cruise ship out to be like a murder plot, like Agatha Christie. I was like, damn, she is not okay. And she just seemed like such a different person. And like, I was really concerned because he's a chemist and he makes supplements. So I feel that he uses drugs to control her. But yeah, you might get way more than you ever bargained for with these sugar daddy situations, because now she can't even negotiate her way out of it. Like now, I mean, she is not his wife. She cleans his dirty underwear, washes his clothes. She has to cook dinner every day. She now has to clean a 5-bedroom house, 4-bathroom. She's not allowed to have a cat or a dog or a pet or a friend or a psychiatrist or a sister or a mother or anybody else but him. He is so weak and so insecure that it can only be him. And when my sister was first missing, I called us motherfucking wife. And it's only by luck that I even knew his name at all. But I called his fucking wife, and I sent the police over there. Because, I mean, I didn't know. I was like, what the fuck? Are they have my sister in the basement as a sex slave or something? I don't know what the fuck these motherfucking white people are doing. So, I called this bitch. And she's like, oh, there's lots of Richard Hoopers. That's not my husband. And I go, it's your husband, bitch. I know who it is. She goes, oh, really? What kind of car does he have? I said, a black Jaguar. She goes, ah! Hitting all kinds of notes and shit. I was like, bitch, shut up. And she's like, he always told me, he separated me from my family, my mother and my family. I've never seen them again. He told me that it could only be just us, nobody else. He would never let me have a baby, wouldn't let me have a child. He made me tie my tubes. I was like, he wouldn't even let me have a cat or a dog because he said it could only be just us two. I'm like, he wouldn't let you have a baby or a cat or a dog? Yeah, he's that insecure. Oh yeah, he has a lot of money, but he's also very old. And he also might just keel over any day. The only way my sister will ever make off with any of the shit that she has is if she packs everything up now and leaves his ass without him knowing, and changes the locks and gets all her shit moved out so she can leave. Because he's going to make sure she leaves with nothing. And she's fucked if he does. And if he dies, she's fucked. She has to leave him while he's alive so she can get a lawyer and sue him for something like alimony for changing her lifestyle. That's the only thing she can do. Because she did not negotiate in the beginning. Ladies, you have to negotiate in the fucking beginning. And do not fall in love with these motherfuckers. He has 3 other girlfriends. He bought the other 2 houses. My sister is the only dumb bitch who is in this man's world who does not have her own house with her own deed and her own shit. Everything is a rental. And she's the only black one. Poo-poo on you, girl. And he won't even let her call her mom or spend any holidays with her mother. My mom is in her 80s. She's not even allowed to call her now. He said, oh, it's me or them. I don't want them in our lives. So he rents $1 million house now that she has to clean. What type of shit is that? I would throw his ass down the steps.